It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and why is my thing not open? There we go. Okay, there's my face. Sorry about that. Just got done with the spooky season, and my face mysteriously disappeared for a minute. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably not an obvious harbinger of the end times. We're all probably going to be okay. No reason to worry. Anyway, greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome to the second game of my Pokemon Gens 1 through 4 Remake Nuzlocke Marathon. What does that mean? That means that I am Nuzlocking Fire Red, Soul Silver, Alpha Sapphire, and Brilliant Diamond back to back, and the Pokemon caught in any one game are locked out for the remainder of the marathon. Last week we finished Pokemon Fire Red, and today we are moving on to Pokemon Soul Silver, the Generation 4 remake of, well, to be honest, of Crystal, because this one does include basically all of the Pokemon Crystal content. Let's actually go over quickly the rules. Alright. Let's cover these real quick. Nope, not that one. Oh, right. I don't have the chat up. Okay. I knew I forgot something. Hold on. Just got to pop in the chat so that people are actually there. There we go. That should fix it. And adjust it from top chat to live chat. There we go. Alright. So, let's actually cover the rules that we are going to be following briefly for the purposes of this run. You will be able to find this full and exhaustively thorough set of rules in the description of any of the videos in this series. 1. If a Pokemon faints for any reason, I cannot revive it. It must be released as soon as possible. Pokemon that cannot be released are stored forever. If my entire team is knocked out, or if due to releasing Pokemon I cannot progress, the game is over. And then there's some more text here, which isn't really going to be important, but it basically talks about edge cases. No trading with or influence from other copies of Pokemon games is allowed. I may only acquire one Pokemon per location, route, town, etc., as designated by the on-screen location name. The first wild Pokemon I encounter in a location is the only Pokemon I may catch, if I am allowed and manage to do so. If that Pokemon is not caught, no Pokemon may be acquired from that location. 5. Combat uses the set rule, meaning that when I knock out an opponent's Pokemon, I do not get the option to change Pokemon at the same time. 6. All Pokemon must be given nicknames upon capture or as soon as possible. 7. No duplicate Pokemon. Pokemon from an evolution line I have already acquired during the marathon may be used. 8. No Pokemon or evolution lines captured in my previously successful Nuzlocke attempts can be used. A full list of Pokemon restricted by this rule can be found at the end of this list. 9. If progress ever becomes impossible due to a lack of Pokemon that can learn required HM's moves, the game is over. Number 10. This is a new rule for this one because I'm going to be adding rules with each successive game. No held items may be used. So, no held items. And Rule 11. Any shiny Pokemon can be caught regardless of other circumstances or rules. Shinies ignore all the rules. The Pokemon that are locked out as of the start of stream today. These are all of the Pokemon, all the Pokemon families that we encountered during Fire Red, and are thus locked out for the rest of the marathon. Bulbasaur line, Caterpie line, Rattata line, Pidgey line, Spearow line, Zubat line, Oddish line, Paris line, Venonat line, Diglett line, Meowth line, Tentacool line, Geodude line, Dodrio line, Onix line, Drowsy line, Tyrogue line, Horsey line, Magikarp line, all of the Evolutions, Kabuto line, Snorlax line, and yes, that is all of the lines that are blocked. So let's turn off that display, turn back on that. So basically everything we can get in Johto early game. Yes. Almost everything available in the Johto early game is locked out, per the rules of this marathon. Other important things. So, I have a fast-forward button. Unfortunately, with this emulator, I don't have... this completely original hardware, which I legally purchased from Nintendo. It has a fast-forward button. This one does not allow me the option to manually alter the audio level while fast-forwarding, so unfortunately a good portion of stuff is going to sound like that. We don't need any info. This is on the DS, so over here on the left is going to be the main screen of the DS, and then over here on the right we're going to see the touch screen of the DS. And lastly, I am going to be adding rare candies to the save file. And each time, right before I go up against a gym leader or a member of the Elite Four, I may use as many rare candies as I want on any of the Pokemon I have acquired up to the highest level of that next gym leader or Elite Four member. This is just to cut down on the grind time, which would otherwise be an absolute pain in the ass, especially in Soul Silver, because the wild Pokemon are laughably weaker than the gym leaders. Yawn. Huh? It's already become so bright outside. Hello, Professor Oak, yada 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 yada. Yes, 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 yes. I am a cute girl. And my name is obviously Quill. That sounds like a girl's name. Yes, my name is Quilla. Okay, so we have no access to any menu yet. So we're just going to power through this early game dialogue real quick. Okay, options, fast text speed, battle style set, and why not get a prettier frame? A nice pink one to go with my girl. Alright. Once we have successfully named my rival, we will drop a save and hack in the rare candies. Yeah. Cool. Alright, he has gotten an email. And now it is time to choose my starter. Will it be Chikorita, Totodile, or Cyndaquil? Ultimately, that is going to be decided by the wheel. Yes, it is the return of the wheel. Alright, wheel, decide who my starter is. We all know one of these is objectively the worst. And we have successfully gotten the one which is objectively the worst. So, yeah. We are starting with Chikorita. Now, in fairness, this is the Gen 4 remake, so the Chikorita does have more moves, more options than it did in the original Gen 2, but it is still objectively the worst of them all. Alright, what are we going to name it? Isotope. Is that a name suggestion? Is that a name suggestion there, Cole? Isotope? Okay. This is Isotope, the Chikorita. Alright. Alright, we got some potions. Now, some Nuzlockes agree that the rules don't start until you receive Pokeballs. Quill display. I don't know what you are trying to indicate. Oh, the Chikorita sprite. That's what you... Yes, you are absolutely right. My apologies. Okay, Chikorita.gif. Download Chikorita.gif. And slot 1 will be Chikorita.gif. I did not know OBS will automatically do horizontal and vertical flips. That is really kind of cool. Okay. So, a lot of people don't start their Nuzlocke rules until after they have acquired Pokeballs. My opinion on the matter is that if it is possible for encounters to be avoided before getting Pokeballs, either by careful steps or by luck, then they are still valid. That's my opinion on the matter. So if I am unlucky enough to run into Pokemon on these two routes are going to be locked out, and that is just the way it's going to be. I will be... Oh my god. What? Yeah. Thanks for giving me your phone number. Oh god, the only thing we can get in Union Cave is Dunsparce. I wouldn't worry about what we might or might not get in Union Cave, honestly. Okay, so this is a dead route. But that's fine, because our first encounter was a Pidgey. So I believe it doesn't have Gust or Peck at this point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hurry up. Thank you, Isotope. You finally won. Johto ain't building for success, is it? No. The Johto region is not about success. The Johto region is about pain and tedium. That's why by the time I leave this region, my Pokemon are still going to be hovering in the 30s and 40s. But I also really need some levels. is. Hello, sir. But it's going to be a lot easier for us just thanks to all the rare candies. It does mean that a lot of the very low-level wild Pokemon in the Johto region are going to get leveled up pretty damn quickly. Another really limiting factor for this is that Gen 2 is where they really started having, you know, like, differences between day and night captures. And unfortunately, I stream these at a known time. So, yeah. We don't even really have, like, a lot of Pokemon that we could otherwise catch at night are just not going to be possible unless I start fiddling with the completely original hardware clock. I mean, we will evaluate the counters on different routes, and we will see if we want to manipulate the time. Alright, so this guy wants to talk. Yeah. Talking. Is the game audio too low? Feels like game audio might be too low. Let's toggle the boots to be always on. Yeah, that is very low. I don't think I ever successfully dialed in the audio for Soul Silver. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Game audio is at a more proper volume now. I don't really have a set goal as far as progress goes for today, but I am planning to stream for about 3 hours. So whatever we can do in 3 hours, which I would assume was at least the first 2 gems. We might even be able to get all the way to Goldenrod. Quill, geek out about the Mega Magius design. Did you notice how the eye patch is also a mushroom? I did notice that. Okay. Hello. I am here to deball your tree. Thank you for your apricorn box. Alright, now we need to steal balls from as many trees as possible. There's a lot of trees all around the Johto region with testicles. We need to castrate as many of those trees as possible in order to help control the local tree population. And this is a dead route as well. Our encounter is a Weedle. Come on, just kill the damn thing. Well, back we go because of poison. Kakuna, no, we're going to run. There we go. Luckily in Gen 2, or in Gen 4, you cannot faint from poisoning. You just go down to 1. Yes, the Caterpie's off limits, but the Weedle is dead because, well, I don't have any means by catching it, and it was my first encounter on Route 30. Let's see if I can't bring up the Here we go. My Poke Earth thingamajigger. There we go. Okay. Ladybug. Hello, Ladybug. Cool. It's gonna be pretty slow at first. Cool. Isotope is now level 7. The encounter rates are kind of brutal. I think Razor Leaf is special, isn't it? Nope, doesn't look like it. That's fine. Just kill the Kakuna for a boatload. Take on Falconer with a 1 grass type. Nah, we're not just gonna have 1 grass type for Falconer. We're gonna be okay. Alright, level 8. There we go. Isotope is dizzy. I don't blame you. Yeah, let's risk it. This patch of grass, though, for whatever reason, if we don't pull a rat, we'll have 2. Rattata and Raticate are locked. Okay, who's next? Ladybug. Cool. Oh my god, these encounter rates. Cool. Hello! Yes. Alright, you have an egg. Yeah, a Bellsprout would be nice to have. Well, not that nice to have, but, you know. Take what you can get. Okay, Professor Elm. We have to castrate this tree real quick. And snip goes the tree balls. We are going to do our part to help control the apricorn tree population. And that means a lot of tree castration. I am hopeful that we will manage to get at least 1 or 2 other Pokemon before Falconer. At least I sure as hell hope so. Alright, so it's this person. Fight time. You've got a Cyndaquil. I have the power of Razor Leaf! You might have a fire-breathing rodent, but I have the power of kind of sharp greenery. Alright. Yep, alright, got him. 69 experience points. Go to level 9, learn Poison Powder. Alright, and... Yep. You dropped your trainer card and I saw your name. Okay, chat, we need a name for our rival. In Fire Red, our rival's name was Jackass. What is the glorious name of our rival tier? Don't pull a magical 1%, it ain't looking likely, and even with that, it's not looking good because it's Dunsparce. Normal types are underestimated, I think. Especially in the early game. And frankly, Raticate's Hyper Fangs are really, really powerful in Gen 1 and 2. Alright. Yes. So let's see. Our previous rival was Jackass. So you can be... Quinky, named after a queen and a donkey, just as a jackass was named after a jack and a donkey. So say hello to Quinky. Yes, Quinky was definitely his name. Uh-huh. Cool. Hello. I wouldn't worry about the stolen Pokemon. It's gonna be fine. Nothing bad can happen to a person named by someone with a name as whimsical as Quinky. Yes. I want you to hold on to my money. Because if you hold on to enough of it, you could eventually get me a choice scarf. No, actually, that's not worth it because held items are banned. Yes. No. Alright. So, sorry, Mom, I'm not going to enable your home shopping channel addiction. Yes, yes. Teach me how to catch things. Cool. Alright, we finally have our Pokeballs. Now we can really start rolling. First important stop. Route 46. What are the possible encounters on Route 46? Spearow, Geodude, and Rattata, with Geodude being the most likely at 40%. Unfortunately, all of those options are banned. So... yeah. Not great. We're going to head and not grab that route at this time. I could still revisit it later with Headbutt, Radio, so... best not to let a route die unless I have to. Okay, moving on. Route 30, which is also a dead route now. Isn't Radio postgame? Might be. But Headbutt isn't. Okay, Isotope is level 10. That should be enough to handle these early fights. Razor Leaf. Alright, we have successfully beaten Youngster Joey. And no, I don't need to hear about your bullshit Rattata, Joey. I don't care that your Rattata is in, like, the top percentage of Rattatas. And Razor Leaf, and we're good. Hello. It has been a long while since I played Soul Silver. Well, actually, I had Heart Gold, but it's been a long time since I played these. Although it's only been like a couple years since I last played Pokemon Crystal. And luckily I do have all of my reference materials. Have you seen the hit parody animations called Pokemon Golder? Nope. Hello. Dark Cave. Okay. Let's look at Dark Cave. Yeah, Geodude, Zubat, and Dunsparce. So we're hoping for the 1% lottery on Dunsparce. It is a Geodude. So Dark Cave is dead. But we are now on Route 31, which is a different route than we were just on. So Route 31 is Caterpie, Pidgey, Bellsprout, and Metapod. So 20% chance on Bellsprout. Falconer is looking pretty rough right now. But first we have to deball this tree. Oh, no, wait. I was looking at the Heart Gold. Hold on. At nighttime, it is a 40% Hoot Hoot and 20% Bellsprout. And I do still need to give myself the rare candies. So we're going to go ahead and switch the time to night. Once it's done saving, quote, a lot of data. Okay. We saved the game. Alright. Let's bring up the monitor display. And first things first, let's grab our hex editor. And I need to load up the DS emulator soulsilver.save. Okay, that is good. Items. Specifically, we want to add rare candies. Rare candies and just set that to 999. Export the save. Save it. Okay. Next thing, I need to adjust the time. Okay, adjust date and time. Set time automatically off. Set the date and time manually. It is, of course, in fact, 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Change. Okay. It now thinks it is 10:34 p.m. And now let's reload my completely original hardware. Close the monitor display. Crank that back up. Open Soul Silver. All right. All right, it is now nighttime. And we do have our 999 rare candies, so we are all set. So, Hoot Hoot and Bellsprout. We've got a 60% chance of a new encounter on this route. So, hopefully it is the 40% Hoot Hoot that we get. Unfortunately, there's also the chance that it could just be a Rattata. So, come on, Hoot Hoot or Bellsprout. Okay, it is in fact a Bellsprout. That's not great. That is not great at all. I need a name for the Bellsprout. Anybody in chat have a suggestion for the name of the Bellsprout? And Bellsprout slot 2. There we go. Move him here. Pea shooter. Okay. Alright, Pea Shooter the Bellsprout has been added to the team. That's not really helpful. Yeah, a Hoot Hoot would have been way more helpful here. The encounter rate is so crazy in this game. Synthesis. Yes, we will learn that. Okay, so I'm in a pretty bad position right now. Because I can't really power level Chikorita to handle Falkner, since I can only rare candy it up to level 13. I may need to manually grind it significantly higher to handle the gym. Do I have any deaths yet? No. No, I do not. Alright, we'd have to castrate this tree real quick. Okay, Route 32. Okay, Ekans. It's not good against Falkner, but it's not bad against Falkner. And honestly, at this point, that's about all we can hope for. I never did catch an Ekans last time, right? Like, I was going to catch an Ekans, but then I think I killed it. I remember we encountered an Ekans. But I don't think we ever caught one. I did catch it. I know the name Danger Noodle was suggested. Hold on. I want to double check that real quick. Just to make absolutely sure that I can't capture this. Okay. We'll just look for... right before I fought Giovanni. I just need to look inside my box. Hold on. Okay. Yes, there is an Arbok in there. Alright, so Ekans is banned. So that is another Pokemon that we can't use. Great. Okay. Alright, that's kind of problematic. Are the Primo eggs allowed? I don't know what Primo eggs you are referring to. We could get an unknown. That would at least be another Pokemon. Eggs given by Primo. I don't know who Primo is. So an unknown is like the only... If I haven't already encountered anything in that town, then yes, it's fine. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it really matters about getting eggs, because I don't think we're going to live long enough. But I can at least get an unknown. So it really comes down to catching this unknown and hoping that its hidden power is going to help us. Otherwise, our only possibility is going to be to power level Chikorita. Okay, we got an unknown. Let's just go for poison. Please don't be weak to that. Okay. Hold on. It is something that is not very effective against Chikorita. So, what would that be? What would that be that's not very effective against grass? It could be grass. Could be water. If it's got a grass-type hidden power, I'm honestly kind of screwed. Okay. So it is also not very effective against Pea Shooter. Yeah, exactly. At least it's not ground. So the worst of possibilities where this thing has a move that would not even be effective against Falkner, that timeline has been avoided. We're going to do one more Vine Whip, and then we're going to start throwing balls. But unfortunately, if it is grass type, then Falkner's going to resist it. If it's electric, that would be amazing. If its hidden power is water, it's not great, but it's not going to be especially helpful. Okay, we have captured an unknown. Specifically the unknown letter B. Do we actually have different sprites for all the unknown? Yes, we do. Okay. We need a nickname for this Pokemon, who, weirdly enough, might actually end up being MVP. Well, for right now. And then probably abandoned forever. Okay. Alright, who has a name for it? Why me? I just joined the stream. Precisely that. Look at that. You're the #1 right now. Obviously, you get to name it. I believe in you. Damn it. Okay. Then we shall call it Damn It. With an exclamation point. Does that work? Yes, that works very well. Okay, say hello to our newest Pokemon, Damn It. Okay, so we need to determine exactly which type of hidden power... Whoops. We need to determine exactly what type of hidden power Damn It actually has. Is it water? Is it grass? Because that is super important. Oh! Hold on real quick. Phone call. Okay. If Unknown has a bad hidden power, we all know what to say. Exactly. You see, this is an absolutely perfect idea. Alright, let's just get the hell out of here. I cannot believe I am in a situation where my future might depend on unknown. That is just so sad. But we really, really need to figure this out. So possibilities are electric, water, or grass type. So we need to differentiate between water, electric, and grass type. We need an encounter which will behave differently based on those. Fun fact, Unknown has a higher attack stat than Electrode. I did not realize that. Damn it, has fainted. So how do we differentiate between these? We need a Hoot Hoot or a Geodude to fight. Hoot Hoot will be able to tell us if the move is electric. So let's go find a Hoot Hoot. Okay, it's a Hoot Hoot. Hidden power. Okay. We are asleep. Damn it. Whatever. Isotope, just take the damn thing down. I'm not going to spend my time waiting around for damn it to wake up. Alright, let's try this again. Cool. Moving on. Let's give it another go. The call I got was from my landlord for when he's coming by to pick up the rent check. He asked if he could come by around 11:30. And I was briefly confused because my clock time now says 10:52 p.m. There's Primo. You keep saying Primo. Can you tell me where exactly is Primo? Come on, Hoot Hoot. Nope, that doesn't help. He is in the Poké Center. Okay. Alright, here's Hoot Hoot. Alright, let's see what this does. Is it neutral, super, or not? Not very effective. Meaning that Dammit's hidden power is grass type. Meaning that Dammit is unfortunately useless for this fight. Okay. Damn it. What would I tell you? I would tell you that it's Centret Beauty. That sounds like a meaningful phrase. How do I feel about you? Bored bug. Okay, he is not giving me eggs. Bored bug sounds like an insult. Well, I was trying to insult him. What kind of trainer would I like to be? Well, obviously I am a cowgirl. Well, thanks, Primo. You are a big help. So, the only remaining path to victory is to just power level the hell out of Chikorita. Faulkner's got a level 9 Pidgey and a level 13 Pidgeotto. So, that level 13 Pidgeotto is the real scary one. It is going to have Gust. For the love of God, just let me see your trainer ID. Okay, there. There is my trainer ID. You could have just asked to see the trainer ID, you know. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hoodoo. English, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Trainer ID 20646. Calculate. Okay. I have the codes. Sandvale Old Man. Alright. So that's going to be... Sandvale... Sandvale Old Man. And the second code is Sports Own Tempo. Okay, Sports... Sports Own Tempo. Okay. So, I think this man is just giving me something to make me go away, because I'm clearly, like, not all in the not all there in the head, you know? I don't see Own Tempo. Okay, let's go with ABC mode. Own Tempo, confirm, yes. I don't... Okay, that did not do anything. That was the secret code for Soul Silver. Oh! Never mind, it's a specific code for each of the three. Okay. So, I think there's only one fair way to determine which of the 3 eggs we get, since we have guaranteed ways of receiving any of these 3 Pokemon. And that means we are going to have to use the wheel again. So first is Mareep. Second is Wooper. And the third is Slugma. The wheel will determine which egg we are going to get. Okay, it looks like luck is finally going to be on our side. We are, in fact, getting Mareep. Okay. Alright. So the Mareep egg code is... opponent... fighting... And... by the way, how do you like the way I'm so exciting and fun? Well, I'll tell you. The way I think of you is... hydration... hydration stall. Meaning you absolutely do not get me wet. So we have successfully told this man that he does not make us wet, and this is enough for him to give me a Mareep egg. So, next activity is hatching an egg. Boy, this sure is some content, huh? Like, nobody can deny that this is technically a form of video that is going to be on the internet. That, like, I am definitely technically producing content. Is it good content? Oh, God, no. I did not know about the Primo eggs. That is very good that I am now aware of them. Because I genuinely was just going to grind Chikorita manually up to level 20. Which should have been more than sufficient to handle Pidgeotto even in the event of unlucky crits. Yep, this sure is exciting. I hope you're all as excited as I am by this. Surely it's starting to get closer to hatching, right? It appears to move occasionally. It may be close to hatching. So we're still only at the second phase of egg. Whee! This poor Chikorita. This poor thing has no idea what it signed up for, does it? Okay. I need to stand for a minute. Thank God for the fast forward button on this definitely original piece of hardware that I'm definitely playing this on. Calling yourself a Pokemon fan while not knowing about the Primo eggs? That's right. Come on, Marie. You're my only hope. There we go. You said you knew everything about Pokemon. I do know everything about Pokemon. But I don't know everything about a Pokemon egg. Electron. Okay. Electron the Mareep is joining the team. Whew. Da 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 da. Do da da do 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 do. And the next slot is Mareep. There we go. Okay, Mareep has joined the party. Let's just knock this out right now. Okay, you want me to go to Sprout Tower first. That's fine. We can knock out Sprout Tower nice and quick. We're not going to bother training Mareep. We're just going to rare candy it once we're ready to face Faulkner. We don't use candies until we are right in front of a gym leader. We don't use the candies until the next fight we are about to do is the gym leader. That is my rule. Otherwise, I would just be throwing out candies constantly. Okay. Do, 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 do. One of the things I really like about Heart Gold and Soul Silver is that you could use the sports stadium to do EV training. So I could potentially fully EV train any of my Pokemon anytime I want with just a little bit of time investment. Okay. Keep going. We have to beat up as many monks as possible. Because I'm a hero, damn it. No, you fool. You shall not defeat me, for I am a hero. Go, Chikorita! Use your power! Cool. Potion time! Yeah. Add in a gift Pokemon rule so you can't even use the starter. No. If I added a gift Pokemon rule, the rule would say no gift or trade Pokemon. And then that would be it. That would be the whole rule. Okay, Hoot Hoot. I have been hooted at. Oh, boy. This is going to take a minute. There we go. Alright, we got the TM for Flash. The starter is counted as a gift. Obviously, the starter would be excluded. This is my first wild encounter in the Sprout Tower, isn't it? Cole, can you double check me? I believe I'm right that this is my first encounter in Sprout Tower. That everything else in here has just been the trainers. Because if that is correct, I can capture this Ghastly. Morning Noob, welcome to the stream. I think, yeah, I agree. I've been waiting for an encounter, so... yeah. But didn't we have a Ghastly before? No. We encountered one, and then I accidentally killed it. I specifically never caught it. I only have 2 balls. I think it is worth using Damn It to weaken it a bit. Okay. There we go. Yes, Cole has claimed dibs on naming in the Slowpoke Well encounter, which almost certainly will be a Zubat, to the tune of 85% chance. So probably they will name nothing. Alright, last Pokeball. Last Pokeball. Second chance to get Ghastly. Okay, no encounter for the Sprout Tower. And this is now the second game in the row where we have missed the opportunity to get a Ghastly. Damn it. To be fair, what is that? An X accuracy? I'm actually really bothered by missing a Ghastly 2 games in a row. That really bothers me. It bothers me so much that I'm almost willing to put some kind of emotion or inflection in my voice in order to express how disappointed I am. Almost. Okay, moving on. So I join and we lose a catchable ball. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Alright, so we have 2 trainers. There we go. 2 nice, easy kills. Alright, we are being sand attacked. There we go. Come on, Isotope. Come on, Isotope. Good boy. Alright, we have successfully gotten the Bayleaf. And now, since our next encounter is a gym leader, It is rare candy time. Oh, whoops. Not for Isotope. Everybody else can go up to level 13 now. And then Mareep is just going to wipe Falconer's team, and we can move on. Dammit is also going to go up to level 13. Dammit, who of course has a grass-type hidden power to go with my other 2 grass types. Why is the starter not a Totodile? Because the wheel landed on Chikorita. And that's also why we have a Mareep instead of a Slugma or a Wooper. Alright. Okay, let's do this. Alright, first gym leader. Falconer's up. Thundershock. It should be an easy sweep. But never underestimate how powerful a Pidgeotto can be. Come on, Electron! Need one more to kill. And we have succeeded. And I need to grab the Bayleaf Sprite. Bayleaf. Okay. Slot 1, we want to change to a Bayleaf. There we go. Electron learned Thunder Wave. We have beaten Falconer. Cool. And the next important thing for us to do is add the badge counter. So there we have it. Ketchumon. That is probably not going to happen for a minute. Alright, Professor Elm wants to talk. So, unfortunately, we already picked up an egg in this town. Never let them catch you without your badge counter. It's where the egg hatches now. I count it as where you pick up an egg. Otherwise, you can just potentially breed Pokemon and then just grab eggs wherever. Or just hatch the eggs wherever. Hello! Fine, I will go grab the egg that I can never hatch. Poor Togepi. True, I can't, but in another Nuzlocke that wasn't running Dupe's Claws, they could potentially just keep on breeding Pokemon and then hatching them in different areas. Yes, thank you, mysterious kimono girl. I will take care of this random egg. And by take care of it, I mean I am going to throw it in a digitized box and never touch it again. Thank you for the Miracle Seed, however, I'm running no held items. I suppose we can let Pea Shooter take point for a bit. To be fair, Dammit actually has some decent special attack. Hatch it and release it. Nah. Hatching implies that I care about this egg, and about the life inside of it. I do not. I will therefore disregard it and never acknowledge its existence ever again. Oh, hey, a Wooper. That would have been great to have earlier. But that does remind me that I do need more Pokeballs. Who named the unknown? Someone who couldn't come up with a name and so just said damn it while expressing that they couldn't think of a name. Okay. Grab some potions. So it's just damn it. Yep. That was the first thing they said when we told them that they would get to name it. They just said damn it. So then I asked if they wanted to go with damn it for the name and they confirmed it. So its name is damn it. Alright, here is an egg, which we are going to put in box number 18. There we go. And we are going to change the name of this box to... Losers. Yes, Noob, you get the next name. Although Cole has, for some reason, claimed priority to name whatever is caught in the Slowpoke well, which is probably not going to be anything, because it's an 85% chance of a Zubat, which we are locked out of. Alright, now we need the worst wallpaper possible... I mean, that's a pretty ugly wallpaper. Alright. The loser egg has been successfully banished from the world. Quill, do you call your grandma Meemaw? I used to. You going all in? I don't know in what context you mean. Alright. In Ekans, we'll just go for the wrap. Cool. Making that box bad. Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's the box for, I don't know, something or other. I don't know. I put something in the box. I can't really remember what. Probably wasn't important. Vinewick time. Zubat. Running Leech Life. Which is actually pretty damned annoying. Electron, would you mind taking this, please? Thank you. Oh my god, the freaking encounter rate in this game. 2 steps between fights is not a random encounter. It's just a gauntlet. Hello. Yes, I will fight you. Ah. You are decently powerful. We'll let Electron handle this. Cool. Honestly, I don't know why I'm bothering with Pea Shooter. Electron and Isotope are like the only 2 here that I actually care about. Okay, Marie. Of course you paralyze me. Why wouldn't you? Isotope. Razor Leaf. And another Marie. Isotope. Come on, let's go. Good work, Isotope. Excuse me. Alright, through the cave we go. What are we going to catch in this cave? Who knows? Probably nothing. But we are going to light Isotope take point. Is Zubat so nothing? We caught Zubat in the last run. We used it in Fire Red. It is therefore locked out of Soul Silver and every game after that. So yes, if we encounter a Zubat, it is literally nothing for the whole location. But instead it is a Rattata, which we are also locked out of. So, no encounters for this location. You were there. It was really funny. It was very disappointing, but it was fun. Moving on. Zubats. Don't care. God, I cannot wait until I start stacking repels. Of course I got poisoned. Reflect might actually be pretty good to have. That's fine. We don't actually have anything to treat poison. It won't faint, at least, but we are going to have to keep an eye on it. An Onyx? That actually would have been okay to have this run. There's a Slowpoke. And we killed a Slowpoke. We're heroes. Is it overworld? I don't really know what you mean by that. Okay. Oh, okay, more trees. So, we're actually on a bit of a side quest as we work our way through Johto. We have an important quest where we have to castrate as many trees as possible. So, we need to snip all of their balls off in order to help control the apricorn tree population. So, this is another important service that we are doing for the community. Yeah, whatever. There we go. Cool. Hello. Alright. He is off to the Slowpoke well. Let's see if we are lucky enough to get a Slowpoke or not. And now is also a good time to start stocking up on repels. Okay. So, what is the situation with the next gym leader? Bugsy's strongest Pokemon is a Scyther at level 17. And her only other Pokemon are a Metapod and a Kakuna. So the Scyther is the only real threat there, and it's weak to Thundershock. And then in Goldenrod, it's just Clefairy and Miltank, with Miltank being at level 19. So, believe it or not, Isotope is very nearly ready, not just for the next gym, but nearly at the cap for the gym after that. Alright, Slowpoke well. Slowpoke well. Hello. It is an 85% chance of being a Zubat, and a 15% chance of being a Slowpoke. Cool. Let's go. Nice. And it's a Zubat. Okay. Slowpoke well is dead. Moving on. Hello. And Thundershock. And Thundershock. And Thundershock. And Thundershock. And now our power really escalates. Okay. Slot number 4 is switched to a Flaffy. It's your fault, Quill. Why did you not get lucky? Because there are 2 gacha games I play daily, and I save all my luck for those. Using my luck here is a complete secondary priority. Alright, Thundershock, Zubat, Zubat. Easy. Let's do this. And Thundershock, and Thundershock, and Thundershock, and we win. It is just that simple. Nope, I don't want the number of your grandpa. I am going on an important quest, and I don't need to talk to your grandpa. Ugh. There we go. Moving on. It is gym time. Hello. Cool. Thank you, man, for giving me advice. Hello. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I'm a hero. And this one takes me up to the top. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I am here to murder you with my Thunder Shock. I'm glad we could have this chat. So this one goes up to the left. This one goes over there. So I guess we have to go like this then. Alright. Very good. Pop that one. Pop that one. There we go. And potion time. And time for rare candies. Everybody can go up to level 17. Stun Spore is actually pretty good. And damn it, you can also go up to level 17. I really should get rid of this poison, though. Okay. This chair is very uncomfortable to sit on for long periods of time. I ordered a new one. Should get here, like, on Monday, I think. It's not a fancy chair, but it will at least be more comfy than this one. Buy antidote. I'm not worried about needing antidotes. Okay, next bug fight. Okay, so he's actually leading with Scyther. Scyther's going for the crits. But it should die in 2 Thunder Shocks. It doesn't die in 2 Thunder Shocks. That's actually a bit concerning. But it is paralyzed. I shouldn't be in crit range. It has an Oranberry? No, it already has a Citrus. Okay. That is fine. One Super Potion. And then Kakuna and Metapod should not be a problem. Okay. We're actually going to lower your attack a tad. Just for extra safety margin against crits. Okay, never mind, you're running Lear. Fair enough. Okay, we crit, Scyther's down. And the rest of the fight is just easy. Okay. And there we go. Alright, Bugsy has been beaten. We can update the badges. And the TM for U-turn. Noob, you will get to name the next Pokemon that we catch. Which hopefully will be here in the forest. Honestly, most of the Pokemon you can get in early game Gen 2 are Pokemon that we are locked out of. Which does kind of suck. But we never checked Route 33. Why didn't they give Bugsy a Heracross and Falkner and Noctowl or Murkrow is beyond me. Because those are very, very powerful. That's why. Zubat, so this is a dead route. The point of the game design is not to make every gym leader one that can beat up your average gamer. It is to be a wall for players who are less experienced to have to learn more about the game mechanics and prioritize different strategies. Quite simply, against a Murkrow that early in the game, you don't have counters against Dark-type. Yes, Scyther has the same BST as Heracross. But you know where they differ? They differ in what attacks they have access to. In fact, let's actually take a little sidebar and look. So this was a level 17th Cypher. So by this point in the natural order of things, it would know Quick Attack, Leer, Focus Energy, Pursuit, False Swipe, and Agility. Okay, not terribly threatening. By the same token, by level 17, a Heracross knows Aerial Ace, Fury Attack, Endure, Horn Attack, possibly Leer, Tackle, and Night Slash. Not to mention base stat total. Not entirely the only thing to go by. Scyther has 110 attack, which is admittedly very strong. Heracross has 125. And then if you want to know why they wouldn't put up a Murkrow, that is because Murkrow would frankly be useless by that point in the game. Peck, Astonish, Pursuit is all it would have by level 13. But it's also going to be interacting weirdly with specific types. So they're not trying to throw everything at the players as soon as possible. That's not like good design. Whoops, wrong button. For people who have played Pokemon a long time, there's a tendency to think of how we can make the game harder. But for people who are new to this series, they don't need that to be harder. The harder teams can come with the rematches. And they do have fantastic rematch teams. But, like, show off the new ones. That wasn't what this was supposed to be. Generation 2 wasn't just saying, here's this giant batch of new Pokemon. It was saying, this has all the Pokemon you know and love, and also new things. It starts out by being able to provide an experience that has familiarity to it, and then iterating on top of that. I think it is okay for an experience that, even for a brand new gamer, would be less than, like, 2 hours into a game to not be throwing all the shiny new stuff at them. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong in that design choice. Not to mention, they really didn't want to show off the Murkrow, because Murkrow belonged to a whole new type, and they wanted to make the reveals for the new types a lot more interesting and exciting. That's why you basically have, like, one dark-focused trainer in the entire game, and it's an Elite Four member. And that's why the other new type is represented by a gym leader in the second half of Johto. Okay, moving on. Why doesn't Morty have a Misdreavus but does have 2 Haunters? Because Haunters have more weaknesses than Misdreavus. Because by that point in the game, a casual player who doesn't know what they're doing is basically going to have nothing that is super effective against ghosts, with the possible exception of Lick, if they caught a Ghastly in the Sprout Tower. Haunters, on the other hand, have multiple weaknesses. Okay, the forest has an Oddish. Because Haunters have more weaknesses. Okay, fucking and he is the 3rd gym leader. Again, we are not... If you're designing this game, if you're approaching at it from a design standpoint, you are not trying to hardwall players at every gym. Is he 4th? Oh, right, Whitney. Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, Whitney can definitely be a hardwall. Also, and this may be a surprising take on why certain design decisions were made, it's also possible that this was only the 2nd generation of a Game Boy game, and that perhaps the finer nuances of how to design a Pokemon game were not fully understood at that time. I hate this thing. Oh my god, the encounter rate. Brother, this is a kid's game puzzle. Yeah, and... Whee! Well, that was fun and exciting. We gotta revive... That's useful. I figured out how to do this puzzle in less time when I was still a kid. It's not a matter of me not knowing how to do it. It's a matter of me choosing to be excessively annoying. Here we go. Whoops, stepped on that one wrong. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Alright. The encounter rate is such a pain in the ass. Also, it's not really a puzzle you need to figure out, whether you're a kid or otherwise, since he does explain very clearly how it works. Okay. Crowbat with Swipe sweeps through Morty. And how many players are going to have a Crowbat by Morty, who has a level 25 ace? Keep in mind, approach this from the design perspective. Happiness evolution is not a thing that has ever existed in the game till that point. It is not something players are going to be aware of. They're not going to know or expect that a Golbat can evolve again. Even if some suspect it or are aware of it, they are not going to inherently suspect that the method to achieve that would be to throw vitamins and fight battles in order to raise the happiness stat, a stat which did not exist and is not expressed within the interface of the game. Some people might have a Crowbat, but I will bet you that those who would have a Crowbat, many of them would not be able to tell you how or why it evolved, and probably would have been more likely to believe that it evolved because they had hit a certain level, rather than because of there being a mechanic solely invisible to the player which they had managed to trigger in order to produce the evolution. I think it is a common trap in game design to focus on difficulty The thing is, yes, it would be more cool if their teams were like this. They would also be more difficult. This is simply a matter of the types being presented. Honestly, Isotope... Yes, Isotope can have that. Okay. I acknowledge that you have extremely strong feelings about this matter, so we'll just leave it at that then. These repels are freaking useless. Johto teams make me sad, if anything. Yeah, that's what I've gathered from your passionate response. Okay. We have reached the next area. Route 34. Let's take a look at the Route 34 possibilities. Drowsy, which we can't get. Rattata, which we can't use. Abra 10%. Ditto 5%. Headbutt is probably the best choice here. The Headbutt Pokemon are Execute, Hoot Hoot, Leddybutt, and Pineco, all of which are available to me. It's also not a bad fishing spot, but we don't really need to worry about that, so... Yeah, this is going to be a Headbutt route. Come on, Headbutt. I will bash my Pokemon's head against these trees for as long as this takes. Electron already is a higher level than Whitney's Ace. And Isotope is the same level as Miltank, so we really don't need to worry about getting levels. Alright, no one wants to come out of the tree. So, I guess we'll just get an encounter and then kill this route. And why doesn't Chuck have a Hitmontop? At this point, it's possible that it was a technique specifically utilized for the purpose of annoying you, I think. There's simply no other rational explanation that will be accepted, it seems. Do-do-do. Cool. Yep, daycare man, daycare lady. Alright, Goldenrod City. I don't believe I can access any other routes. Oh, no, okay. Maybe I can access other routes from here. Alright, Route 35. Let's see what Route 35 will offer. Route 35 during the day... Yanma, both Nidorans, Abra, Ditto, for a total of a 75% chance of a new Pokemon in the morning. Even better during the day at 30, 30, 10, 5, 4, and 1. 80% chance of new encounter during the day. It's actually even better at night because Hoot Hoot instead of Pidgey. Okay. So we're going to go for regular encounter on this route. And we're just going to hope it goes well. Or is this the route where I can't even access any of the grass? Okay, come on, Isotope. Nice. That's fine. That's fine. And another fight for you. Okay, I don't like that you are running double team. That is very annoying. Cool. Nope, okay. We do have access to the grass, so let's see if we get something good here. And our encounter is... okay, a Nidoran female. Okay, that's pretty good. Noob, you can name this Nidoran. Pokeball. Okay, so just name it Annie. Alright, this is going to be Annie the Nidoran. So we are going to need the sprite for that. Nidoran F. And Nidoran F. And get rid of the color correction on it. I already named it Annie. Well, not really, but I suppose we can go for Annie C. There we go. Okay, Annie C. the Nidoran. That's pretty useful. Let's see if we can't go knock out Whitney pretty quick. Do, 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 do. Yes, Cole, I do get how passionate you are about this subject. Honestly, I just accept it for what it is. Hello. Oh, right. That's just the GTS. That's not the store. There we go. Hello, Whitney. This quiz is so hard. Cool. Yes, I'll take the quiz. Can you check the town map? Yes. Nidorina can only be female. Yes. Kurt, the Pokeball creator, uses apricots as ingredients. This is false. He uses apricorns. Impossible to use a TM on Magikarp. That is true. In Professor Oak's popular intro, is he on with Marie? I think it's Maria? Yep. Alright, cool. Whitney time. Hello, Eggy. Welcome to the stream. Do, do, do. I have a plan. I have a really good plan for how to deal with this, Jim. The plan is that I have Reflect on my starter. Whoop. Okay. Damn annoying layout. Oh, it's up and around. That's what it is. Okay. This is one of those gyms where you have to fight everybody. Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Yeah, we'll go in. Let's do this. Jigglypuff. Razor Leaf. Headbutt. 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 Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Razor Leaf. Okay. Razor Leaf. There. Alright, that worked out. Let's go heal up and drop our rare candies in preparation to fight Whitney, whose ace is level 19. So that... excuse me. I need to stand again. Alright. And go. Poison Sting. Need Arena. Okay. Yes, I'm afraid I did. I don't know how to, break this to any of you, but you see, the production of pressurized gas is a byproduct of human biology. And this, in fact, sometimes expresses itself through the expulsion of that gas. It's truly a terrible and shameful thing, utterly sinful. The sort of thing we used to execute people for. But fortunately, in these much more enlightened times, we now only mock people instead. We have truly come a long way since our barbarous beginnings. Okay. Gym time. This is where it gets hard. And by hard, I mean I'm gonna be fine. Whitney, maybe don't go around jumping with pants that short. Okay. We are being slapped. So I do, in fact, have a very good strategy here. I don't even know if any of you have picked up on what my ultimate strategy here is actually going to be, but it's a pretty good one. Alright. Clefairy's down. Okay. Step 1. Drop a Reflect. Right, I forgot you had Attract. Okay. And, of course, you are specifically female, so that you will be able to use Attract on the majority of starters. Perfect. Okay. Step 1 of the plan has been achieved. We successfully paralyzed it. Yep. It drops a Lumberry, so we drop paralysis number 2. Nope. Okay. I want to make sure I get this thing paralyzed. The Stomp does not scare me nearly as much as Rollout does. So, my plan for the fight is para-flinching. But the first thing we need to do is actually get this Miltank paralyzed again. If it crits right now, I lose. Okay, it got a second crit. Electron is down. And I am now facing an unparalyzed Miltank. So that is a problem. There we go. Shift Flaffy to non-movement. Alright, we're basically going to be sacking Dammit here, just so we can get a potion off on Isotope. Go, Dammit! Not Dammit! Alright. Anyone but him! Alright, how about Annie instead? Double kick. There we go. Okay. Not Annie. Okay. So we won't sacrifice Annie or Dammit. Instead, we will go to Isotope, I guess, who no one cares about because it was a Chikorita starter. If I can get the Reflect Barrier down, I can definitely outlast its poison. Okay, Reflect is up. And unfortunately, I can't para-flinch it down. But I can rely on Headbutts. Assuming they go through. And Whitney still has a healing item. Okay. I do still have Pea Shooter. I don't really think there's much Pea Shooter can do. And it has the worst stats out of the entire team. Whoops, wrong button. Is it male or female? It is also male. Okay. It is really disappointing that Para-Flinch plan is not going to be viable. Please get off Reflect. Okay, Reflect is up. At this point, we can Potion Stall it for the rest of its health. Primary plan was Para-Flinch, poison stall was plan B. I am not happy that I had to rely on plan B, and I am not happy that I lost my Flaffy. Okay, she has used up her second super potion. Annie is basically back to full. So at this point, we're going to wait until we can refresh Reflect, and then we're going to swap to Annie. Okay, or we are going to... We are in crit range here. We're in crit range, we can also be flinched, and we are attracted. Okay. There's actually the crazy possibility that I could potentially drain this thing of all of its stomps. We're gonna let Pea Shooter go in there for a sec. There we go. Alright. Whitney has been defeated. Dammit and Annie both survived. Oh. Hold on one second there. Okay, sorry about that. Remember earlier I'd gotten the phone call from the landlord who wanted to stop by and grab the rent check? Yeah, that was him grabbing the rent check. Alright, anyway, Whitney has been beaten. So we can go up to the 3-badge picture. Alright, so Whitney's down. Cool. So, unfortunately, there is something we have to do now. Something that is truly sad and tragic, for we have, in fact, had our first casualty of Soul Silver. Apparently, Ethan is calling. Yeah, Whitney is a whiny baby. Cool. I'm really not happy to lose a Flaffy. Like, it's such a good Pokemon. It was also quite literally the only other one that I was using. But at least I have not lost any HM users at this point. So I guess Annie is going to be taking point now. I do not fully understand your fixation on Magnemite. Probably worth getting some supplies, though. They've got the good potions. Let's go with 4 paralyze heals, 3 burn heals, 3 ice heals, and 3 awakenings. Okay. Yes, hello. I would like to buy some super repels. Specifically, I want 10 of them. And we will spend the rest on super potions. Which is not a lot. Alright. Well, the good news is that we are now past, like, the actual scary gym leaders. For the time being, the scary gym leaders are behind us. Jasmine's going to be a nightmare, though. Yes, I will take your squirt bottle. The old man gave me an egg from a reap by using the hydration stall strategy. And this woman wants me to proceed by using the hydration max strategy. I'll be honest, I have no idea how we handle some of the threats that are ahead of us. Okay. There we go. I think we can probably just skip the whole national park thing for now. There is virtually no point in wild Pokemon fighting from this point for the rest of the game. Their levels are simply going to be so low that unless we are trying to catch something, they're just not going to serve a practical purpose. So, if we take a look ahead, the next gym leader we are going up against is Morty, who's got a Ghastly 2 Haunters and a level 25 Gengar. That might be a little difficult. Also, we are going to remove the Falafi and change that into a Nidorina. Nidorina. Just to make sure my icons are accurate. Okay. Icon 5, turn off. Icon 4 is now a Nidorina. There we go. Okay. Isotope, let's do this. I believe in you, Isotope. Nicely done. Nope, I don't want your phone number. We're just going for the Hydration Max strategy. Okay, Route 36. I don't think that's a new one. It is not a new one. But it does lead to Route 37. And what could we potentially find on Route 37? In the morning, Leddyba, Stantler, or Vulpix. During the day, Pidgeys are 50%, Stantler 30, Vulpix 15, Pidgeotto 5. At night, night is a guaranteed new encounter, because night is Hoot Hoot, Stantler, or Vulpix. So, Route 37, we are once again going to be there at night. Hello. I'm here to fight you. That is really good. We are guaranteed a new Pokemon on the next route. I am very happy. Okay, you are very hurt. Okay, damn it, I need you. The more you mention Magnemite, the more I not only hope I don't get a Magnemite, but the more I desperately want to get rid of any Magnemite I find. Isn't it Annie's turn? Yes, Annie has next name. Come on. 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 Thank you. What an incredibly thrilling fight that was. Although, admittedly, having a Magnemite would actually be super, super helpful. Steel-type just has so many resistances. Okay, Pseudo. Pseudo! 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 Magical Leaf. Yes, Magical Leaf is good. I will take it over Razor Leaf. Alright. We got berries. No, let's be smart about this, and let's head to... Yeah, let's head to the Pokemon Center first. I murdered a person in ZA. Good job. I actually just reached C rank this morning, so I still haven't cleared main game. You know, I'm doing maybe like 2 hours, 3 max a day, just taking it kind of easy. But it is coming along at a fair pace. Okay. Moving on, let's get a new encounter. New encounter. Ethan is calling, and I'm ghosting him. Excuse me. Okay, Route 37, guaranteed new encounter. And it is a Hoot, which is not the most exciting Pokemon, but it does mean that I will have access to Fly, which makes me very happy. Now we just have to catch it without killing it. Annie, you get to name this Hoot. Which I will catch in a Premier Battle. Absolutely beautiful. Eepee. Oh, I like that. I like Eepee. Okay. We are going to have the return of Eepee in the form of a Hoot. He up all night, so he Eepee. Yeah, you're right. Okay, slot 5 now set to Hoot. And dial in the size a little bit. And there we go. Okay. So our next adventure will be in the Burned Tower. Okay. This might be a little tricky, but I think we'll be okay. Of course it has frickin' cute charm. Ugh. Goddamn cute charm. Whatever. Attack Wigglytuff. Annie, I need you to kill this thing. There. We murdered an alien. My Frostlass just tanked an Aegislash head smash. My understanding is that in ZA, Aegislash sucks. Specifically because of how long its animations take, since they integrated the whole stance change thing into its animations. And honestly, I really can't help but feel that taking one of the most powerful Pokemon from Gen 6 and nerfing it that hard can be anything other than an intentional design decision from someone in the Pokemon Company who was just really pissed. Fury swipes over Scratch, that's fine. And now we just have to kill a Wigglytuff. Very nice. Alright, we have beaten them. There is a Stantler. Holy crap, that Stantler stantled me. That actually really hurt. Double kick. There we go. How dare you stantle me like that? So I think the next thing here in town is a rival encounter in the burned tower, right? But I think I need Rock Smash, don't I? My memory says to go to the dance theater first. Hello! Coffee! Coffee! Cool. That's what I didn't do! I didn't make myself coffee today! Right. Also, I have no one who can surf, I think? Actually, Nidoqueen can probably surf. Hold on, where can I get a Moonstone in Gen 2? I don't actually know that off the top of my head. Here we go, the DP... Yeah, Moonstone, Heart Gold, Soul Tilver, the bottom right ruins of Alf, or from Mom's Savings. Great. Or the Pokethon Dome. Okay. Interesting. I never got the thing for Rock Smash, did I? Or does it not require Rock Smash in this version? Cool. Rock Smash is on the same route as neither. It is required, but not just not required now. Okay. Hey, rival. Alright, Quinky. What do you think you can do to stop me? You insolent little Quinky. That's right, the last rival was a jackass. So you are a queen donkey. Get down here, Quinky. It genuinely feels like some kind of a slur every time I say Quinky. It really, really does. Like, I don't feel okay saying it. And that's kind of funny to me. How much does Flame Wheel hurt? Double kick is still probably my strongest option here. I mean, there is a slur that accurately describes silver, but it's not that word. It's the word British people call ciggies. I've never seen any particular evidence to lead me to the conclusion that you are apparently suggesting that Silver is in fact a homosexual. Okay, damn it, I'm gonna need you to tank a hit. Excellent work. Damn it, you got burned! Freaking damn it, I swear. No straight person would have that haircut unironically. This game was made in Japan. Do you have any idea how many video game or anime characters would have to be gay following that logic? And to be fair, a disturbingly large number of them are. But there's a larger number that aren't. Cool, do you want me to go back to yap about Barbarical? Nah, you can yap however you want. It's fine. Okay, Zubat. Zubat. Let's just have... Oh my god, that really hurt. Okay. Yeah, that hurt. Yikes. Come on, there we go. Alright, and your last one is... Magnemite, who I have no counter. This game was made in Japan, that doesn't excuse them. Alright, well, I will be sure to let everybody with strange hair know that they are now gay. This is going to be very devastating, considering that yesterday was Halloween, and a number of people have done interesting things with their hair, but I guess until they change it, they're just gonna have to be gay. Based on your implication, at least. I was born in Texas, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm a flaming homosexual. Okay, so I'm actually in trouble here. Okay, I am actually in trouble here. Bad jokes aside, I'm actually at a lock-in point here. I think I have to sack Pea-Shooter here, because I basically need to have Annie come in and double kick. Okay. Pea-Shooter has fallen bravely in battle. Unfortunately, I just got really, really, really unlucky with the debuffs on this one. Do I go straight for double kick, or do I try a tail whip? I think I'm gonna have to just go straight double kick. I'm afraid of the supersonic. No, okay, not supersonic. You went for Thunder Wave. Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, so Pea-Shooter was lost. Which does mean I lost my cut user. But everyone else is alive, and Quinky has been defeated. God damn it. That really pisses me off. Alright, our first wild encounter in Burn Tower is a rat. So the tower is a dead rat. God damn it. This run sucks. I mean, let's all just be honest about this. This run sucks. Okay, well, slot 2 can be Hoot Hoot instead. Who names next? I believe that's you, Cole. And remove the filter. Okay. Johto is honestly kind of brutal for Nuzlocke. Quill, I did try to help you any way I can. You've been an incredible help. If it hadn't been for the Primo Egg, the run probably would have already died. The simple fact is that this is a challenge, and the very nature of a challenge is that sometimes you fail. No. Damn you, trees. I demand Pokemon. There we go. Okay, this is our encounter for Ekrutik. Burn Tower was a different named location, so did not count against the encounter in Ekrutik, and Headbutt is the only way to encounter a wild Pokemon in the location specifically called Ekrutik. So Cole is going to name this Grenade. I think that is a wonderful name. Now all we have to do is capture this Pineco. When I did my Crystal Nuzlocke, I actually... I did not know it would already have self-destruct at that level. Okay, so we did not catch Pineco, we lost our Ekrutik encounter, and damn it, died. Well then. No, not Hoot Hoot. You're supposed to be... Who the hell are you supposed to be? You're supposed to be Nidorina. God damn it. Well... Honestly, you know what? Let's all be perfectly honest here. If there was any one Pokemon on the team that was definitely not going to be an asset for the rest of the game, it was going to be Dammit. Okay, so the team is down to 3. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be checking out 38 and 39. Let's actually see what we can find. Son of a bitch, that stupid Pineco. Okay, Route 38. Bringing up my list for Route 38. So 30% Raticate, 30% Meowth, 20% Magnemite, 10% Farfetch'd, 4% Tauros, 1% Snubble, 5% Miltank. So 60% chance of a dead route in morning. In day, it is still 60%. At night, it's actually even higher, with Meowth going up to a 40% rate. The Headbutt Pokemon... Okay. So, I think we want to shoot for daytime on this route. So we're going to close this, and we're going to go back to normal time. Just speed up. There. Okay, we saved. Close. Just give me 1 second to adjust the date and time. Set time automatically. It now knows that it is, in fact, not 11 p.m. tomorrow, but is 11:55 a.m. Saturday, November 1st. Okay. And launch my original hardware again, because this is all definitely on original hardware. I think we can all agree that we have seen no reason to believe that this has not been on original hardware. Okay. So, daytime. We have a 40% chance of a new Pokemon on this route. It is a Farfetch'd. Okay. Okay. We actually hit the 10% for a Farfetch'd. Not bad, honestly. Let's let Annie take this one. And then Route 29 basically has the... Or Route 39 basically has the same encounter rates. Or the... with the exception of the lack of 1% Snubble. And you're going with Duckington for the name? Was it Cole's name last? Yeah, I think it's actually been Cole's name for a while. Or, yeah, you named Eepee. Okay. So let's switch to Isotope. And this is where we're going to use our Great Ball. Because I do believe Farfetch'd actually has a lower catch rate. It has a capture rate of 45. Okay, so this thing actually has a pretty low capture rate. There is a real chance that we're not going to be able to get this. Okay. The poison kills it unless this captures it. So this might be a dead route. Okay, no Farfetch'd is captured. Route 38 is a dead route. Alright. Well, shit. Alright, I am nearly at my 3-hour point for today. So let's have the last thing we do today be trying to capture a Pokemon on this route. Oh wait, this is Route 42. Hold on. 42 goes straight to water. But you did give me the HM for strength. But you do have Mountain Mortar. Let's take a look for Mountain Mortar. Mountain Mortar. 60% chance Zubat. There's a 20% chance Mach Shop. Is it worth saving Route 42? Morning is Mareep, Spearow, Flaffy. Day is Mareep, Spearow, Flaffy. Night is Mareep, Zubat, Flaffy. Okay. So, Route 42 is for headbutting, because I could get an Ipom or a Heracross. Although if I save it for surfing, I'm guaranteed a Goldeen or Sea King. No, we're gonna use it for the yeah, alright, so we're gonna headbutt on 42, and we're gonna hope for a Machop here. Okay, Zubat, so nothing for Mountain Mortar. And a Spearow on Route 42, so nothing for Route 42. Let's head to Route 39. And that will be the last thing we do today. We're just going to check Route 39 and pray that it goes well. Whew, boy, this Nuzlocke has been brutal to me. And also to anyone who has been unfortunate enough to watch, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Yes, hello, Hoppip, headbutt, 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 headbutt. Truly, I am a great and glorious master of this game. Okay. Route 39. We did get a TM for Drain Punch. That might be useful. Okay. Here we go. Route 39 Wild Encounter is a Meowth, which I cannot use. Route 39 is dead. Well, that was fun. But I did... Oh, no. Please, 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 please. Okay, good. If he tried to fight me right now, I would have been screwed. Alright, that is where we are going to call it for today, then. I am roughly 1/8 of the way through the Soul Silver Nuzlocke, and it is not going well. It is not remotely going well. But I am not dead yet. Before next week, I am going to see if I can get the Moonstone from the Pokathlon Dome. Let me actually look into this. Moon. For each event you play, you earn a variety of points. After the round of 3, you get given points you have earned plus 100 points if you came in first. You can spend these points on cards to keep your records or on a variety of special and rare items. These items change each day, so always plan your rival for the item you want. The items are as follows. Moonstone on Monday. And that's it. Okay. So I need to save up 3,000 points at the Pokathlon Dome and get this done. Well, actually, I can adjust the date and time, so Monday can be whenever I need, but... Okay. So, when we are here next weekend, I will have a Moonstone. I will have a Moonstone so we can get a Nidoqueen. That's going to help a lot moving forward. I will grab the TM for Rock Smash, and I think that's all the cleanup I'm going to have to do before we hop in next week. So... thank you all so much for being here. As always, this is a lot of fun. Be here tomorrow for the RPG Maker weekly stream. And I will see you all in the next one. It is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.